Do you hear that? Time is ticking away for President Obama to turn the economy around before November. He has only got 4 jobs reports left before voters head to the polls. And if the numbers don't improve, Romney's going to give him a real run for his money. Well, here to talk about it is Stephen Hayes from the Weekly Standard. Stephen, thanks for coming on.
Anytime. Happy to be with you.
So realistically, how tough is it going to be for President Obama to win the re-election if the unemployment rate stays above 8%? What do you think?
Well, look, I mean, these numbers are not good for the country. They're not good for President Obama. The real question is whether they're good for Mitt Romney. I mean, I think it's difficult to imagine that President Obama would be reelected with unemployment above 8%. If you asked people 6 months ago, I think the conventional wisdom was there's no chance. He would have a virtually impossible time making the case that after 3.5 years of his economic policies and unemployment higher than he said it would go with the implementation of the stimulus, that he would be reelected. But look at what we've seen. I mean, after 4 consecutive bad jobs months, 3 consecutive starting in April, after the April numbers came out on April 6th, we've seen President Obama actually turn what was a deficit into a lead. If you look at the Gallup Daily Tracking Poll, the first one that came out was April 16th. Mitt Romney had a lead 47 to 45, so +2 for Mitt Romney.
So what makes you think
lots of bad information since then, and President Obama is now leading 48-44.
Do you think that has something to do with the economy? Do you think it has to do with the Supreme Court decision? I mean, what do you think drives that turnaround?
No, the Gallup numbers actually, President Obama had a sort of a surge before the Supreme Court decision was announced.
Why do you think?
Sort of continued his surge. I don't know what the explanation is, but here's my bigger point is I don't think that Mitt Romney can afford to continue to have a singular focus on the economy. My guess would be, and it's a guess, I'm speculating, that voters have priced in the bad economy to their evaluation of President Obama, just as investors do with stocks. You know bad news is coming, you price it in, and that reflects where you are.
So they're willing to live with an economy like this and keep him in place, that they've decided, okay, if we stick with this guy, you know, this is what the economy is going to be like, and we're going to do it anyway?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, certainly the growth, the argument that you heard from the White House today was not a strong argument, to say the least. You know, don't look at one jobs report. Okay, well, we can look at
a whole string of them. I mean, for the entire second quarter, they averaged 75,000 a month. That was really horrible.
Exactly. I mean, I don't think there's any question on a policy level that the policies that the president pursued, again, initiated it right after he was elected, passed by a Democratic Congress. I don't think those policies have been successful by any stretch.
And what they like to say is, you know, if we had left Bush in office, it would be down this much more. You know, he's the one that, you know, it was down by this much when he came in. And right now we're looking on the screen. You can see that if you take the real number, they like to point to the fact that, you know, during President Obama's tenure, that the private sector has added 4.4 million jobs. Well, the number on your screen right now is the real number. That's 473,000. That's how many fewer jobs we have on the payroll since January of 2009 when President Obama took office. But what you're saying is that Mitt Romney has to come out with a real message of his own, and that maybe it's not based on the economy?
Well, no, it has to be based on the economy. I mean, look, every single survey you see, every single poll of voters, focus group, no matter what you talk about, the economy is certainly the #1 issue. I'm not suggesting that. I'm just saying a singular focus on the economy, such as we've seen from the Romney campaign, doesn't seem to be changing the trends in the way that voters are perceiving the two candidates. It's got to be a bigger message, a bolder message, something with more detail. Voters need to be able to, voters who go to the polling booths on November 6th have to be able to say, here's what Mitt Romney is going to do with the economy if he's elected. And they need to be able to think of 3 or 4 things. Here's what he's going to do that's different than what President Obama
So a clear message. I'm going to do this, this, and this. 3 clear things.
And I would say bold.
That aren't, you know, simplify regulation or simplify the tax code. You think he needs to have bold steps that are very transparent,
big and bold, and a few of them. Look, you know, his response today, he was asked about this today. He was asked about these conservative critics who say that he's not communicating well enough on these issues. And he said, look, I've put out a plan. I've got a 59-point plan. Well, that's not exactly inspiring rhetoric. Tell us what it is. Tell us your 3 big things. Make the argument. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the Reagan vision. All right, very enlightening. Stephen